Yo, you're listening to Everyday Superpower. Come on now, the place where we talk body language, game, relationships, seduction, attraction, repulsion, and everything in between. Yes? There's two links down in the description of this video. One of them will take you to a YouTube playlist of my material where I will tell you how to read people inside and out. Okay, every non-verbal, subconscious behavior going. Second link, you'll be able to observe real dates in real time with me, and I'll break down attraction and repulsion cues. You'll internalize it and you'll take it out into the real world and be able to read as to whether someone is attracted to you or not. Simple, alright? It's the most important game I got going on the internet now. Let's talk. Give her something to do, yeah? Give her something to do. Give her task, yeah? See if she complies, okay? It's all playful. It's submittance, yes? You could go around kissing her toes, trying to impress her full stop from top to bottom throughout the entirety of your life. But what you're doing is you're putting her on a pedestal. That's not going to work like that, alright? So let's talk about the testing a woman does to a man. She's going to check for your boundaries, yeah? She's going to see who you are. She's going to try poke your buttons. She's going to see how you react. And it's up to you to sort of assess, understand, and observe those traps. Don't get me wrong, that rotor is going to be spinning, spinning, spinning in her head, like, until the end of time. She's always going to be observing and perceiving you in some sort of way. It's up to you to see the ones you can see as far as the tests are concerned and pass them fluently. Alright? I mean, across the board, it's always going to be one big test, in all honesty. Like, this is the game of life, yeah? The game of observation and biological attraction. But, on the flip side, you're not going to be shit testing her. You're not going to be doing stuff like that. I mean, you might poke around and ask a few questions, just like, how was your last relationship, and blah 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 blah. What's your background and all this and that? Yeah, you can do, but it's not as large scale and imperative for the masculine as it is for the woman. So, what you need to do, my friend, and I swear to God, you're gonna need to do this, and you're gonna need to be comfortable about doing this. You need to start seeing if this woman's going to comply to you. And I'm not saying you're going to be the big boss man and you have to go out of your way to try to approach like this dominant means of being when you're not really that person, because you're probably not really that person. The majority of men I run into aren't that person. So I don't want big theatrics and you putting on this false sort of front. But if she can do something for you, just ask. Do you mind just doing this for me? Oh, would you be able to do that? Oh, come on, you know what I mean? Throw a little bit of riz in there. That's what they call it, innit? Throw a bit of game in there. You know what I mean? A couple of laughs, a couple of jokes. Oh, you're going to send me on that last Rolo? You're going to send me on that last couple of crisps, that last chocolate? Oh, I love that one. Do you mind giving me one? Oh, you can't do a discount, can you? You know what I mean? Throw it in. See if she complies. If she complies, you're heading in the right direction. This is the sales game we're talking right about now. Do you like this property? Yes. Do you like the lift? Yes. Do you like the space in the room? Yes. Okay, we got 3 yeses. We're flying. And then when I ask, are you going to buy the house? Yes. You've said yes so many times. You're going to be have established so much momentum in one direction. It's going to be hard to apply so much pressure to the brakes to stop and kill it dead. You know where I'm coming from? So as this woman starts to comply and comply and comply and starts to feel submittant in your presence, yeah? Because you don't necessarily do the same thing for her. I mean, you will do in order to, you know, establish some sort of, what do they call it? Classical conditioning, yeah? You do something good for me. Yeah, I might treat you every once in a while, yeah? Dog training 101, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not even trying to be manipulative here. The woman's doing the same thing to you. Here's a little doggy treat. You know what I mean? Keep worshipping me. Keep worshipping me. You're not seeing women do that. This is the game of life. This is relationship and seduction, and it's a beautiful thing because it adds spice to life and it's exciting for both parties, yeah? So, where do we go from here? Compliance. She's in her feminine when she complies to you as the masculine. This is the natural way, the natural order. Biologically speaking, it's hot for her to be in that position. It's hot for you to be in that position. And if you're a submissive male and you're interested in dominant women, well, that's you. You need to look at your background and see where that stems from. But generally speaking, across the board, this woman is not going to be wanting a submissive man, or at least a submissive man in the face of her. I mean, she might be into you if you got a boss and all this and that. You got to submit to some degree, right? To please other people in order to get what you want and to provide for your family. That's a necessity. 100% of men have to do that in life unless they're isolated hermits. You get where I'm coming from? Through one way or another. But you're not submitting to the woman because you as the man are above that. You should not submit to any woman, at least to a full degree. You can have a boss who's a woman and this and that, but you're always going to be a man, and you should never allow anyone to take the piss out of you fully, but you should also understand that her biological place is not below you. I never say that. But as far as the dominance hierarchy, yes, most definitely, but that's the rightful way. The woman receives, yes? The man gives. Okay? Sexually speaking. Yes? One's a giver and one's a taker, right? So, where do we go from here? Can you hold this for me? Yeah? Here, do this. Here, hold my hand. Here, do this and that. And then we get into the conversation about leadership and women being attracted to leaders. You're now leading the way in being this dominant man. You see how it all interlinks? The very root of it all isn't much information. It's very generalized. But when you look at the fine threads and the fine tuning of it all, we can sort of make our own philosophies dependent on each perspective and alternate sort of application we have. But across the board, it all interlinks and it all makes sense in creating the big picture. The dominance is just the masculinity, the masculine principle. The feminine is the submissive. When you take it to the bedroom, it's the masculine and the feminine, it's the dominant and the submissive. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to be in a BDSM approach, but let me tell you, I've never met a woman who didn't want to be choked. I've never met, now this is going to sound crazy, but I've never met a woman who didn't want to be spat on. Honestly, I swear to you. As far as sexuality is concerned, doesn't matter who they are or who you have, nobody has said no. Not one person. So, in my world, this is where the point is solidified. It stands. Get them to comply. Yeah? Now, you need to grow a pair of balls and allow this to happen, because imagine this. You love someone in the workplace. Oh, she's my workplace crush. She's my workplace crush. Oh, your university crush. Oh, I'm at university and oh, this is my crush. Just ask her. Oh, can I use one of your pens? And then she says yes. Maybe there's a bit of societal pressure. It'd be a bit weird if she said no. So she said yeah, because she got a spare pen going. Boom. All right, you're taking orders from me now. Alright, if we wanted to be some big mean pimp, we could start saying that. You took orders from me, bitch. So, you take the pen. Boom. You hand it back, you say thanks for that. You engage, yeah? You create some sort of fruitful transactional communication. Now, let's say you forget your pen again, you do it again. She's already obliged once, she's already... Now, this could be really annoying. This could be really annoying if it's you and it's your colleague or your co-worker. Same thing, innit? If your co-worker's saying, oh, can you give me a lift back home? And now you oblige and now you feel... That person feels you're obligated to do it whenever they ask. It can be completely problematic, right? So you need to read the room if you're being problematic to this woman and just it turns into harassment as opposed to seduction. But you ask a second time, yeah, boom. Alright, sweet. After how many back and forths and compliances and tasks you give this person, when are you going to man up and just say, come on a date with me? I'm going here after work. Are you going to come get something to eat? You see where I'm coming from? And now you're dating like that. Boom, bish, bash, bosh. Simples. So all I'm saying is compliance is key. It's part of the game. and it is a necessity. So when you feel comfortable and confident in order to ask her to do something for you, it can be incredibly simple and subtle, you know? You know what I mean? And before you know it, you're going to be saying, tie my shoes for me. And she'll get turned on by doing it in front of everyone. And men will envy you and say, whoa, what? And they'll act off like it's weird, but secretly seethe in your presence because you're able to do that. And because she is happy to do that. And she is happy to showcase the world how this is because it's natural, but the societal agenda is to turn you away from this dynamic in order to weaken your household. But that's a story for another time, alright? That's just conspiracy theories, right? This is human biology, evolutionary biology, and I'm signing out on that one. Click subscribe, yeah? This is Game. Peace.